Hey everybody, Doug Mark back from Learning Zen. I've got a new location. I'm shooting from the staircase today. Um, and what we're going to talk about today was how we're finding things at the grocery store, or a better explanation would be the lack of finding things at grocery stores. Some of the necessities that we need, some of the staple items, things like milk, flour, eggs, spinach, Clorox wipes, hand sanitizers, all of that kind of stuff. I think if you're anything like me, you're going to the grocery store and just not finding those things right now. So we need to think a little bit more creatively about where we might be able to find some of those things. So my first tip is going to be something that I shared earlier in the week, and that's about utilizing a Google search when you're looking for something. Um, Basically all you do is you go into a Google window, and in the search bar, you're just going to type toilet paper near me. And what it's going to return is a map of businesses that have toilet paper on stock that are near you. This will also work for any city and state that you put after your search criteria. Instead of near me, if you just put your city and state, it's going to search that location for you. And a lot of the businesses are updating inventory right now. So that's been a really good one in order for us to find things that we couldn't find. Like if you did need toilet paper, if you're not one of the people who bought 3,000 rolls at Costco, yeah, we don't have all of those things in our stores right now. So we've had to be a little bit creative where we're finding those things. So, in thinking about those lines, when it comes to paper products, you can certainly try places like your hardware stores. So, yep, the big places like Home Depot and Lowe's, but don't discount out the smaller places. A lot of times people have like a local hardware store, like a local True Value. We've got one called Stroh Snyder here in the town that I live in, and they've been really helpful and well stocked with a lot of the things that I couldn't find at the grocery store. Paper products in particular are really good, but they also do a lot of cleaning products that you can find at the hardware stores as well. And then there's also office supply stores. It sounds crazy. Believe it or not, one time I bought a giant thing of Tide Pods at a at an office store. I needed them. They were in there. They were for sale. But I think we forget sometimes that a lot of businesses do need to do laundry. They're washing aprons and uniforms and things like that. So those are stocked at places like a Staples and Office Depot and places like that. The other places that you can try to find some things are going to be pharmacies as well. So think about your Rite Aids, your Walgreens, your CVS's. A lot of time they stock a lot of that stuff. So check in with them. Where I've found luck for some of the food items, like flour is almost impossible to get around here. I live in the DC area, and you go down the flour aisle and it's just decimated. There's just nothing in there. There's no dried pasta. And so really the only places we've found those have been local convenience stores. So think about your mom and pop convenience stores. A lot of times they've had those kind of things, and yeah, maybe you're paying more than you'd pay at a big box store, but they certainly have those items, and they're not price gouging. That's the prices that they pay in order to stay in business. So I think we've had pretty good luck there as well. Sometimes that means your delis and places like that. And then also remember, hey, we're all in this together. Let's ask a neighbor. If you need something, chances are one of your neighbors has it. They went to Costco and bought 144 rolls of toilet paper. They might be able to spare a couple of squares for you. Another place to try things is obviously Amazon. And I know some people might have gotten a little bit scared away from shopping on Amazon because you've seen some really far out dates when it comes to when your product would arrive. Looking for basic things last night, I was seeing like April 21st, and we all live in the world where Amazon usually delivers things to us like the next day. They've slowed things down, but they're still doing their best to get things out there, and they've taken a couple of steps to help us. There was a lot of price gouging going on Amazon, people preying on the pandemic, and what Amazon did is they actually kicked out about 3,900. I think I saw over 3,900 vendors have been kicked off of Amazon as sellers right now for price gouging during this pandemic. And so I think you can always look on Amazon and see if maybe you can go back to that. They were out a lot of those items that I talked about before. But that's not going to stay forever. They're going to get supplies in, and they're going to be able to start shipping again. So don't give up on them yet. They're going to be a really critical part of this, I think, too. So if anybody has comments or suggestions of where you can find some of these items, I would love to hear from them. I'd love to share it with the community. But those are some of the things that we've come by and how we found some of those items. So I hope everybody is staying safe, and I'll keep doing these videos. I appreciate all the comments, the likes, the shares. Keep it up. Stay safe, everyone. Appreciate it. Cheers.